Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, July 13th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I elevate my love to expand my vibration. And today we have the moon continuing through Pisces. And I spoke about this a little bit yesterday. We have this strong Pisces energy Yod with the Yod pointing, this Yod energy, the finger of God, the finger of fate, pointing at both the moon and Neptune conjunct in Pisces today. Now, this conjunction is at 14 degrees. That is 5 energy. So there's a strong mental component to this energy. But I really feel like it's shifting the mind on into the energy of faith. That's what this mind energy is helping us work our way into, is trusting and having faith in the process. So in this Yod, we have Jupiter in Libra doing one line of this arrow, feeding in this energy. So feeding in this deep self-love, feeding in this self-worth. And the self-worth component with this faith might be like, well, who am I not to be taken care of? Who am I not to have everything working out for me? Like, of course it's working out for me. Yes, things are working out for me. I trust things are working out for me. I'm worth having things work out for me. So that's one end of it. The other, Mercury in Leo, is kind of actually doing the same thing. But Mercury in Leo really wants us to understand our, what's the right word? Our divinity. Understand our golden soul energy. Understand who we are and really hold that faith of who we are. So Mercury wants the evidence. Mercury is mental, so it's always looking for the evidence of it. And that's going to be the struggle today. That's going to be the burden, is that place in you that's looking for the evidence. Hold that energy of faith. Hold that energy of believing you are worthy of it. And let the evidence come along instead of being like, I need to see the evidence before I have the faith. That's just going to hold you back in and through this energy. Trust in yourself. Faith means you don't have to know. We don't have to know everything. And that's funny. I was actually thinking about this when I was driving yesterday. One time I got pulled over for speeding. And when I was talking to the cop, he was like, you have an answer for everything. And I was like, well, I have answers for everything you're telling me. But I was thinking about that. I didn't get a ticket, by the way. But we're taught from the time we're children to have answers for everything. There's a stress on that. Like, they call on you in school and you have to have an answer. And if you don't have an answer, there's shame and embarrassment and all those energies. And yet I was somehow getting in trouble for having an answer for everything with this authority. And I was like, wow, how interesting is that? But the thing is, faith means you don't have to know. You don't have to know how this is coming about. Just that it is coming about. This thing, this energy, whatever it is you're working towards, whatever spirit is moving you into, he has an answer for you. He's like, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. Don't worry. So it's coming about, but you have to trust the steps as they are laid out. Or you even have to trust your intuition when it says, I know you don't know what this step is. Take this step anyways. You have to trust yourself. You have to have the worth in yourself. You have to have enough of that self-love to be able to take those steps when the time. Again, the burden is going to be your mind. The burden is going to be thinking that you need to know. The burden's going to be, well, I don't really know. But you do know that everything is being worked out for you. And you can trust that. And you can rest easy in and through that energy. And this is what this Yod is bringing us into. The moon may bring up some shadow things. We may have to face some of our fears. Neptune retrograde may tune us into where in the past we have maybe taken steps in faith and it hasn't worked out the way we wanted to. But a lot of times, even when things don't work out the way they want to, a lot of times when we can look back with a larger perspective, we're like, wow, that worked out the way it needed to work out. And so it's letting go of those energies that we're holding on to as well that don't allow us to completely step off into the faith energy. Wow, he has a lot to say right now. All right. Cats. though. He's like, love yourself, love yourself. What he's really meowing about is he has to use the litter box, and he really doesn't want to. He's like, please take me outside so I don't have to use the litter box. So we'll see what he decides to do. He's not taking the steps that are laid out for him, and this is his process, but he's got to let go of this burden. Anyways, so Moon in Pisces has us in this flow of faith. And today is, with the sun at 21 degrees in Cancer, a day of expanding. And so we are expanding, we are elevating through having faith. Faith in love, faith in the love of the universe, faith that the universe does love us and wants the best for us, faith that the universe does love us and is working out the best for us at all times. Now, before we have Mercury reach the in conjunct with Neptune energy, which is part of that Yod, Mercury will be at 13 degrees. So there will be some shift. There may be some triggers. There may be some revolution, evolution, elevation through your personal thought process. And there is a really strong energy of love. Please let love be your focal point in and through this. What would love do? Choose love, not fear, in and through this energy. It will help elevate you. It will help transform you. It will help liberate you. It will help you take these steps in the faith. What's also helping is the moon connecting to Pluto. So Pluto also is totally in on this whole transformation vibration. Pluto, what I feel like Pluto is like, hey, notice where you need to let go. Notice these things, these mental constructs or anything in your life that you still may be holding on to because you do not have the faith in yourself, the faith in your process to let go. So Pluto is helping in that energy as well. One last aspect that I want to talk about is we do have the moon square Venus. And that's happening really early, really early in the day. Again, I'm feeling the mental thing. Venus is in Gemini. So again, it might be like, but am I really worth it? Like, is this really going to happen? It's where these doubts come up and rise and sabotage us. Again, you've got to look at those places in your mind where you're holding these old beliefs and be willing to shift that consciousness. Be willing to let go of what no longer works. Now I want to show you, got some good cards in here. Postponement in reverse. Things are happening. I know I've been saying this. Whether you see it or not, this may be part of the faith. Things are happening. Trust that it's happening. I also have the Hermit in reverse, as well as the Lover's card. So this could be actually potentially a really good day, especially if you do just listen to your intuition and hold that space of faith. And really trust that Yod energy that is directing us into our flow, that's directing us into our surrender, that's directing us into our intuition and taking those guided steps. Again, more really good cards that I have. I pulled 2 yantra cards because I pulled the square card, foundation, stability, create a good foundation for yourself and your projects. And from there, creativity can pour forth. Faith. You know, if you're imagining like your personal foundation, however many sides it may have, a corner of that foundation, faith is a strong one to be able to have. Faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in things are always working out for me, faith in the good of the universe, faith that Mahalo will choose to howl as loud as possible when you start recording. The other card I have is the Sun card, and I haven't actually pulled this one yet. Radiance. Have an adventure today. Step out in faith. It doesn't say that, but step out in faith. Be bold, courageous, shine. So allow this love, radiant energy to move through you. And to finish up, the power of love cards. Elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Have faith in love. Have faith in the love of the universe in and through you. Have faith in the love that is always moving through you. Let this energy elevate you. Let it help you rise. Let it help you move in faith and surrender. So, that's it for today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal chart, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.